Simulations armed by Big Thief. It's gonna hurt. You have to tune, but it's not as hard as it looks. But it is hard. We're in a weird tuning. The tuning we are in, from this top string here, it goes C sharp, G sharp, C sharp again, then F, then A sharp, then C sharp. Now, if you don't want to do this crazy tuning, you can learn the picking pattern and the main chords without doing the crazy tuning. It'll sound weird, but you can do it. And then later on, you can go into the tuning. Here's how I recommend you do this. Take your capo. It's okay, you don't need a capo to play the song, but if you have a capo, put the capo on the first fret. Then, using your electronic tuner, tune to standard E, A, D, G, B, E tuning. So that means you're gonna tune every string down 1/2 step so that with the capo on the first fret, it says you're in normal tuning. Great, take the capo off, tune your top string down to C sharp, tune your bottom string down to C sharp, go to the third string from the bottom and tune that down to F. From the top, again, it's C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, F, A sharp, and C sharp. After you tune all the strings, you're gonna have to go through and tune them all a couple times because as you adjust them, the tension changes. It's a whole thing. Also, I have a video on alternate tunings. If you would like to check it out, that might be of some assistance. Now we are in tune and it is ready for us. It is ready for us to learn the chord to the song and the picking. Hi, my name's Stuart. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe. Pointer finger, 5th fret on the 2nd string from the top. Pinky, 9th fret on the 3rd string from the top. Yeah, it's a stretch. I recommend having your guitar up high. If you have your guitar down low at all, your wrist is gonna be at this very unfortunate angle. It's going to be harmful and dangerous to you as a human being. So I recommend if you're in your lap, have it propped up high. If you have a strap, have that strap Dave Matthews high, where it's right up here glued to your chest. Again, pointer finger, 5th fret, 2nd string from the top. Ring finger, 9th fret, 3rd string from the top. And then what I do is I put my middle finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string from the bottom. Now, what the actual singer-guitarist does from Big Thief when she plays this song is has her middle finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string from the top, the same string her pinky's on, and her ring finger goes down to the 7th fret of the 3rd string from the bottom. I think she might have I know she has superhuman guitar playing abilities. This chord is a good example of it. My hand, I can get it into this position, but it's very painful. The reason she does this is because it makes one of the transitions later in the song a little bit easier. But for me, my hand just does not want to stretch that way. So I go pointer finger on 5 of the 2nd from the top, pinky on 9 of the 3rd string from the top, middle finger, 7th fret, 3rd string from the bottom, and my ring finger is doing nothing. It looks like it's playing the top string. It's not. It's just floating there. It doesn't know what to do with itself. This is our first chord. I don't know what it's called. Don't even care. Time for us to learn the picking pattern. The picking pattern goes as follows. Your thumb is going to play the 2nd string from the top all by its lonesome self. Then, your thumb is gonna go down to the 3rd string from the top, and at the same time, your middle finger plays the 2nd string from the bottom. You pinch those two together. So we've got thumb, pinch, not too bad, thumb, pinch, ask my dad. Okay, then your thumb plays the 2nd string from the top, all by its lonesome self again. Then pointer finger plays the 3rd string from the bottom by itself. So we've got thumb, pinch, thumb, pointer. Let's do it again. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. Here we go. Thumb, pinch, thumb, pointer. We're doing it slow, guys. We gotta do it slow. Then your thumb plays the third string from the top, all by its lonesome self once again. And then your ring finger plays the bottom string by itself. If you want to use your middle finger, that's okay. I use my ring finger, and I believe that the person whose name is something plays his ring finger. So we've got thumb, pinch, thumb, pointer, thumb, ring. 1, 2, here we go. And thumb, pinch, thumb, pointer, thumb, bottom. One more time, here we go. And ba, book, boom, ah. So that rhythm there is, it's like slow, slow, fast, 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 slow, slow, fast, 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 fast. In reality, it's just fast, 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 because they play the song so gosh darn fast. But as we're slowing it down, it's gonna be hey, walk-a-doobie. Let's slow it down a little more and play it 4 times in a row. Boom, ba, book, don't go. 1, 2, here we go. And thumb, pinch, thumb, finger, thumb, pinch, thumb, finger, thumb, pinch, thumb, finger. So see how as soon as we started over, I wasn't counting. Was that 4 times? Was that 2 times? Nobody knows. Counting is impossible. It's a myth. Counting is a myth. It doesn't exist. Have you ever seen counting? So then how do you know it exists? Oh, my hand already hurts. I'm stressed about this, you guys. I'm like very stressed about it. This song has... I'm worried that you guys are gonna not think this song is fun to play because it hurts your hand too much. And I'm worried that I'm gonna forget how to play. I'm very worried about this one. Okay, the introduction to the song is you do that chord with that picking pattern so many times. I think you do it 16 times. I think it's just... I'm not gonna do it 16 times, but they do it 16 times. Okay, then we get to the verse. Let's learn the verse. How's your hand doing? You guys okay? Look, let me tell you one more thing about this. Try to keep your wrist straight. I mentioned that if you have your guitar low, your wrist is gonna get angled. That's bad news. But also, even if you have your guitar up here, try to have your wrist as straight as possible. See, mine is relatively straight. Relatively straight. That's what we're going for, guys. There was something else I was gonna say. I'm just putting off learning the rest of the song. This video's so long already. I don't want this to be a 45-minute video. The other thing I wanted to say is if you are not in the mood to go into this crazy tuning, you just can't be bothered. You don't want to do the crazy tuning. You can still practice the chord and the picking pattern in standard tuning. It's not going to sound like the song, but it sounds kind of cool, and you still get to practice all of the movements, and then later on you can go into the special tuning. I should actually probably say this towards the beginning of the video. So here, I'm gonna cut out what I say next, put it to the beginning of the video, and then here it'll just be a little cut, and then this will be at the beginning, and you'll go, oh, I remember when he said that at the beginning, if I remember to edit it that way. So starting right when I say now, I'm gonna cut it and put it at the beginning. Jump back to the other spot. Okay, let's learn the verse to the song. You gotta get that awful chord all ready to go again. You remember the picking pattern? You remember it. We're gonna do that picking pattern throughout the entire song, by the way. So we're gonna go ahead and do the picking pattern once on that first chord. Then take your pointer finger and move it 1 string up to the top string. Everything else stays the same. We're gonna do the exact same picking pattern over here, except for 1 change. Anytime when your thumb was playing the 2nd string from the top, it's now gonna play the top string. So we're going thumb on the top, then pinch the 3rd from the top and the 2nd from the bottom, then back up to the top string, then pointer finger plays the 3rd string from the bottom, thumb plays 3rd from the top, and then ring finger plays the bottom string. So that was, I forgot how to play it. So then we go like this. See that? Let's play those 2 first chords from the verse very slowly. It'll go like boom, cla, buck, go, don't go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And thumb, pinch, thumb, finger, thumb, bottom, thumb, pinch, thumb, finger, thumb, bottom. How'd you do? Did you move your finger up to the top string? Should we do it one more time, even slower? Boom, pow, ticky, ticky. 1, 2, hot and sticky. Okay, you're starting to get the picking. You're starting to understand it. Let's learn the next chord. The next chord is the exact same picking, but you take your pointer finger and you scooch it up to the 7th fret on the top string. These fingers stay exactly the same. You just take your pointer finger, scooch it up to 7. So now, the only one note is changing. Have you noticed that? We're going from this chord, then bump that up to the top string, then your pointer finger goes over to the 7th fret. And then let me just tell you the next chord now as well. Then you just go back to the 5th fret on the top string. So first chord, then up here for the next chord, up to 7 for the next one, back down to 5 for the next one, keeping that same picking pattern. That's the verse. That's the verse, guys. Should we play the whole verse one time through? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And thumb, pinch, thumb, finger, thumb, bottom, top string. Hey, thumb, finger, thumb, bottom, 7th fret. Pinch, thumb, finger, thumb, bottom, 5th fret again. How you doing? Give your hand a rest. Guys, it's been working hard. It's earned it. What we just did is what's going to take up the vast majority of your practice time. It's just getting used to that stretchy chord, getting used to moving your pointer finger, and most importantly, getting used to that picking pattern. This is pretty close to a standard Travis picking pattern, which is probably the most common finger picking pattern on the face of the planet. Just ask the Simulation Swarm. They'll tell you all about it. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the song is about. I think the song is about just being silly and having a fun time hanging out with friends. That's what it seems like. When the part where it says, eat the gun as it feeds you, that's just like hanging out with friends, right? Yikes. Let's play. Okay. How's your hand doing? How's your wrist? Stretch it out. Give it a break. Give your hand a drink of water. Make sure your hand has plenty of electric lights. And let's play that whole verse part twice through. This is just going to be a marathon of stretchy chords and finger picking. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And thumb, pinch, thumb, finger, top string, pinch. Thumb, finger, top string, pinch, hooky, tooka, top string, hey, walkie, two again, ho, hey, oh, 7th fret, guys, we did so good. We did so good. I could hardly even believe it. So they do that several hundred times. I think they probably play through that set of chords probably like 16 times, guys. Like a bunch of times. A lot of words in this song. Have you noticed there's a lot of lyrics in this song? So she's singing, she's playing it, having a great time doing it. And then eventually, right before we get to the chorus, she says something about believing. What does she say? I made a note here. It says, you believe, I believe too. Right when she sings that, she switches the chords ever so slightly. Instead of doing a big stretchy chord, we get this nice little chillax chord. So what this is pointer finger, 5th fret on the 2nd string from the top, middle finger, 7th fret on the 3rd string from the top, and ring finger, 7th fret, 3rd string from the bottom. Do you remember earlier I said that she has her fingers like this and has her pinky up here? That's so that when she switches to this part of the song, she just gets rid of the pinky. The way I do it, I have to kind of rearrange my fingers a little bit. But again, I think it's worth it because trying to do that first chord with the same fingering she does is just so painful for me. That's my thing. That's my thing for you. Also, what does that mean? Once again, pointer finger. I said once again, she says that in the song. It's like this was made to be. Pointer finger, 5th fret, 2nd string from the top. Ring finger, 7th fret, 3rd string from the top. Ring finger, 7th fret, 3rd string from the bottom. We're gonna do the exact same picking we did for the first part of the song. We're gonna go thumb, pinch, thumb, pointer, thumb, bottom. Then just like when we did the verse, your pointer finger is gonna go up to the top string. Keep these here, do the same thing. Then move your pointer finger up to the 7th fret, keep these in the same spot. And then move your pointer finger back to 5. So we're doing basically the same picking with basically the same chords. It's just this little variation. Bang a bing bong, oh, waka bang a bing dong bang. Then, when she sings, you believe, I believe too, we switch to, it's just a subtle little difference. We do that 2 times, and then finally, we have made it to the chorus of the song, and I cannot wait to share with you the chords and picking for the chorus to the song. But before we do that, I have a little practice tip for you. It's about getting fast at this song. Do you want to be able to play this song fast? Well, I can help you out. I call this my double time, half time fast playing technique. Here's what you do. You pick an extremely slow speed, Let's say like, make sure you can do that consistently. Pick a speed that is too slow, but you can get it right every time. I would like you to do it 2 times at that speed, and then without stopping at all, without hesitating, jump to doing it twice as fast. So if we're going really slowly, I'll do it twice, then I'm gonna jump to the double time, twice as fast. You'll hear what I'm talking about. So we go. Here we go. Then back to the slow one 2 times. Then go twice as fast. Back to slow. Here's what's happening here. Our slow one just gives us a chance to focus on the rhythm, feel the pulse of the song, get our fingering going, but it's sort of a little bit of a break. It's not too challenging. When we jump to double time, we're pushing our fingers to move faster. We're pushing our brain to move probably a little bit faster than we think we can handle. But we only have to get through it 2 times, and we're still feeling that same pulse of the song. Bucka, 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 bucka. We're hearing it like double up on itself. What I'm trying to say is if you want to play fast, go too slow, and then on the spot jump to twice as fast. And whether it goes well or whether it goes horribly, just immediately jump back to the halftime, to the slow one, and just go back and forth between those two. This is my trick for learning things fast. I didn't explain that very well. Guys, I'm sorry. We have to learn the chorus of the song. I like the chorus, it's fun to play. But on this guitar, it's kind of difficult. If you have a cutaway guitar, it's easier, or an electric guitar. But on my acoustic guitar, with my stupid medium strings, I'm an idiot, put medium strings on my guitar, hurts my fingers. It's hard to reach. I'm complaining today. I'm stressed. I'm complaining. Gotta drink more water. Pointer finger, 12th fret on the top string. Actually, what we'd like to do is have the pointer finger push on 12 of the top and 12 of the second string from the top. It's not crucial that I play that 12 on the second string from the top, but it's sort of a nice little safety net just in case something with the picking goes wrong. So pointer finger on 12 of the top 2 strings, and then I use my ring finger on the 14th fret of the 3rd string from the top. We are going to do the exact same picking we did earlier in the song, except your thumb is gonna play the top string every time instead of the second string from the top. So it goes thumb on the top, then your thumb jumps down to the 3rd from the top, middle finger plays 2nd string from the bottom, pinch those together. So thumb, pinch, thumb goes back up to the top string, then your pointer finger plays 3rd from the bottom, then your thumb plays 3rd from the top, and then your ring finger plays bottom. So see what I mean? The same picking goes. What do you think about that? I think it's very nice. You're gonna do that just 1 time, and then immediately your pointer finger is gonna jump down to the 9th fret of the top 2 strings, and you can use your ring finger on the 11th fret of the 3rd string from the top, but what I like to do is switch to my pinky for the 11th fret of the 3rd string from the top. So that means I'm going like this, pointer finger and ring finger. Then I jump to pointer finger and pinky. The reason I do that is because the next chord is you want to have your pinky stay on that 11, but your pointer finger goes 1, 2 frets back to the 7th fret of the top 2 strings. So now we've got this. It's very, very beautiful. It's a very beautiful thing. Next chord, take this same shape, pointer finger and pinky, and move it 1, 2 frets back. So now your pointer finger's on 5 of the top 2 strings, pinky is on 9 of the 3rd string from the top. So far what we have for the chorus is this. We're 12 and 14, 9 and 11, 7 and 11, 7, 11, 5 and 9. I messed up that last chord, but I think that it's okay. What do you say we play through this medium slow 2 times in a row? 1, 2, here we go. And boom, pinch, oh God, switch chords. Switch chords. Switch chords. Start it over. Oh! Great job. Fantastic. Now you just have to be able to do it so much faster. They do that twice. Next part of the chorus, you're gonna go up to 14 on the top 2 strings and 17 on the 3rd string from the top. So that's an extra little stretch fret. It's 14 and 17. Do the same picking. Then go to 9 and 11, that same chord we did before. Then 12 and 14, which is another chord we did before. We just are doing them a little out of order. So that was 14 and 17, 9 on the top 2, 11 on the 3rd from the top, then 12 on the top 2, 14 on the 3rd from the top, and then finally 5 on the top 2 strings and 9 on the 3rd from the top. That's the last chord of the previous section of the chorus. So this part of the chorus goes like this: 14 and 17, 9 and 11, 12 and 14, 5 and 9. Does that twice. Very pretty. Then we go back to the first part of the chorus. Do you remember what that was? That was the 12 and 14, to 9 and 11, to 7 and 11, to 5 and 9. Does that make sense, you guys? Then this 5 and 9 chord, you're gonna play that another 2 times. And then we just go right back to the verse. How do you do the verse? I forget. Oh, it's like this. I'm so smart, I got it. Okay, let's play the whole chorus all the way through. Whole chorus, starting from 12 and 14. I'll call them out, because I know you don't remember, because I went through it too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, thumb pinch. 9, 11, 7 and 11, 5 and 9, 12 and 14, 9 and 11, 7 and 11, 5 and 9, up to 14, 14 and 17, 9 and 11, 12 and 14, 5 and 9, again 14 and 17, 9 and 11, 12 and 14, 5 and 9, back to 12 and 14, 9 and 11, 5 and 9, 5 and 9. Oh, I skipped a flipping chord at the end. I skipped the 7 and the 9 and the 11. 7 and 11, how could you forget Free Slurpee Day? Well, so, you know, I messed that up, but I don't want to do it again, so I think we're done with the chorus. We go back to the verse. She does that main verse part many, many, many times again. Then we go to another variation of the verse chords. Goes like this. It's maybe my favorite part of the song. It goes. I did a very bad job of it. For my favorite part of the song, you thought I would have practiced it more. For the last time through the verse, they do Pointer finger, 5th fret, 2nd string from the top, and then 7th fret on the 3rd string from the bottom with the ring finger, and pinky on the 7th fret of the 2nd string from the bottom. We do our regular picking exactly as always. Then pointer finger moves up to the top string, do this picking with the thumb on top. Then move your pointer finger up to 7 on top, do the same thing. Then move your pointer finger back to 5. Isn't that beautiful? Like, they do that twice. What's that? Did you hear that muted note? That wasn't on purpose. My fingers are tired. My fingers are tired. They're tired, guys. Then they go back to the chorus again. They go back to the chorus, which is that whole 12, 14, 9 and 11, 7 and 11, all that. I think they just play that main part, that 12, 14 and 9, 11, 7. They do that some extra times. I don't know. You know all the parts. This is the first video I'm doing today. I'm trying to do 3 more. Why do I always complain about how many videos? I'm gonna edit that out of the video. Let's learn the guitar solo part. I'm basing this more on the live recordings I've heard than the studio recording. And that's just the way it's gonna be. The guitar solo is basically the chorus, but with some fancy stuff. Pointer finger is going to be playing 12, not on just the top string, not on just the top 2 strings, but the top 3 strings. So your pointer finger, I'm just using this whole upper knuckle part, the end of my finger, to just smash down on all 3 of those strings, okay? Ideally, we want the 3rd string from the bottom to still be open, but here, 12, 12, 12, then open. It's a little tricky. You kind of have to bend your finger a little and stuff like that, whatever, who cares? Your thumb is going to play the top string, then you're gonna pinch together the 3rd string from the top and the 2nd string from the bottom, and immediately after that pinch, you're gonna hammer on to 14 on the 3rd string from the top with your ring finger. So you go thumb, pinch, then hammer on like that. Just hitting the 14th fret with the ring finger and trying to hold down pressure after you smack it. Okay, great. Then thumb goes back up to the top. Pointer finger plays the 3rd string from the bottom. Thumb plays the 3rd string from the top. And then your ring finger plays the bottom string. So that was basically the same picking we did before. We just added that little hammer on, so it's... Nope, that's not it. It goes... That's hard. Should we do it again? 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb, hammer, thumb, pointer, thumb, ring. One more time, here we go. And thumb, hammer, thumb, pointer, thumb, ring. We did it, we did great. Then you're gonna go to the 9th fret with the pointer finger, push on the top 3 strings with the 9th fret of the pointer finger. You can figure it out. You're gonna do the same thing. You go thumb, then pinch those same 2 strings, hammer on with your ring finger to the 11th fret of the 3rd string from the top. Ooh, that was bad. Like, what's happening? There it is. But then, instead of doing other fancy picking stuff, just put your pinky on the 12th fret of the 2nd string from the top and play that note with your thumb. So it's... At this point in time, you're gonna lift your fingers up, get rid of the chord, and you're gonna play thumb, pointer on the middle 2 strings very quickly. So it goes... Oh wait, how's it go? I'm a little tired. Just like that. How we feeling? As you are playing those 2 open strings, you're gonna move your hand to the 5th fret with your pointer finger. Push on the 5th fret of the top 3 strings of the pointer finger. You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna play thumb on the top, pinch together those other 2 strings, hammer on to the 7th fret on the 3rd string from the top. So it's thumb, pinch, hammer, then thumb on top, pointer plays 3rd from the bottom, thumb plays 3rd from the top, ring finger plays the bottom string. So that was... Okay, We're almost done, guys. Last chord of the guitar solo, put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the top 3 strings and put your ring finger, and I use ring finger and pinky, on the 4th fret of the 3rd string from the top. You're gonna play the top string with your thumb, then you're gonna pinch together 3rd from the top and 2nd string from the bottom. But instead of doing any hammer-ons or anything, you're just gonna bend that 3rd string from the top. So it's, I bend it and then bring it right back. Just like that. Thumb, pinch, bend, back. And then we play through that same thing. Back up from the 12 and 14 one more time with the hammer-ons, except for one difference. The 12 and 14 is the same. But when we go to 9 and 11, we're gonna go like this. So what I did there is I started off the same. I played thumb, pinch, hammer. Pinky played 12 on the 2nd string from the top, but then I just laid my pinky down, lightly touching on all of the strings right on the 12th fret. My pinky is right over that actual metal fret. I'm not pushing, I'm just lightly touching on all 6 strings so I can get a harmonic. Are you aware of what harmonics are? It's where you just lightly touch a string, and then if you play it, we have that nice, beautiful chimey sound. And you can take your fingers away and the note still keeps going. And then what you're gonna aim for, after you did that pinky on the 12th fret and you lay your finger down for the harmonics, you're gonna try to use your ring finger and your middle finger to play the 2nd string from the bottom and the 3rd string from the bottom. Like that. So it's, wait a minute. It's very fun. So this whole, let's try to play this whole part. I'm gonna do it slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I think we just go back to like the verse or whatever. I am so done playing this song. The amount that my ring finger, I was playing so hard. I was so stressed and tense. I was playing so hard. I need to put light gauge strings back on my guitar, guys. Big Thief, Simulation Swarm.